What I say? Gratitude, healthy brotherhood, of course, healthy brotherhood. I'm actually on the trail this morning, so I like to take it easy when I'm on the trail. But healthy brotherhood. Big up respect to all the brothers out there yesterday. Uh, I felt like I was at the place. Technology is just so unique. But I'm just out here this morning, just embracing this moment on the trail. Mental illness is very, very unique. In his own way, shall I say. The awareness of it, we all need to begin to pay more attention to it. I was saying something earlier about our health in general. One of the many excuses that people have given me over the years about exercising or doing this or doing that is always, I have a job to go to. I have a family to take care of, which is extremely, extremely wonderful. Anyone that can look after his family, be a father, a mother, big up respect. As a matter of fact, I was raised by a single woman, so all the single women out there, big up respect, big up respect. So I gotta give that. But one of the things that I've also noticed, though, your health is still your wealth. Yes, your health is still your wealth. Let me point this thing again. Your health is still your wealth. And I'm saying your health is your wealth is because when your body gives way to a natural occurrence and you find yourself in a bed fighting for your life, at that moment, it doesn't matter what job you have, whether you're a CEO, janitor, somebody is going to replace you because at that moment you're of no use. You will be replaced, and it's not intentional. Sometimes it can be difficult because we figure out, well, I worked so hard, but they just replaced me when I first. No, it's just how things how things work out, shall I say. It's not how anyone is. So in that moment, especially if you find yourself, look at what I'm seeing right here in the trail. From my experience in a bedridden situation, it is probably one of the most spiritual moments of my life. I got to really look into the ceiling. I even begin to think, one of my books should be called If the Roof Can Speak. Because I made so many promises to the ceilings. I shed a lot of tears. A lot of tears to the ceiling. I really do. Ooh, something is biting my foot already. What the biscuit? Can you believe that? Ooh, you could tell Mother Biscuit summer is coming. Holy Mother Cowboy in the biscuit. Oh, yeah, when I use those words, they are a lot more well taken more than the other words. I believe it. I've experienced that too. So I lost my thought again. What was I thinking about? Oh, my biscuit. So one of the things that I got to do is look into that ceiling and say a lot of prayers, a lot of thinking. It's like your life flashes back towards you, like, man. And I really, really kept to my promise. I said to myself, if I ever get out of this situation, I will never complain. If all you are going to give me is the strength to just move my body and just run, I'm willing to accept that without no complaining. I am going to enjoy it to the fullest. And it really enchants my yoga practice. Practicing yoga every day in the morning, in the middle of the night, allows me to really, really sit with my own emotion. 4 hours every morning is just a lot of hours to take out for yourself and actually just deal with your emotions. Writing it down, breathing into the body. Let me put this thing here. I'm going to move very slow here because this grab is funny. Breathing into the body. And I mean deep breath. Drinking that hot water Because I usually drink my water until I begin to feel my nose running. So I know that my cells or muscles or whatever the biscuit it is has really begun to absorb that water. So I know it's time to brush the teeth. But those things every single morning really, really allow me to think for myself. Then there's the emotional writing that I get to do. Not being afraid of writing down my insecurity. Yes. Uh, uh, what word do I want to use here? What word do I want to use there? The word imperfection. Spiritual imperfection is one of the books that I just read. And I kind of like that word because when you begin to realize how imperfect you are, it really begins to help you with your own psyche. You always remember to tap into that inner voice, that little kid in us, that little baby. When we begin to tap into those ideologies, we want to read more, and realizing how much there is to learn. Whew, look at this grab. See, this is how I'm just moving right here. This is how I'm going to go through it. I'm not going to force it. And realizing how much, what kind of a bird is that? Let me point the camera to it. Are you biscuit monkey serious? You got to be biscuit kidding me. Look at all these grains right about here. And I'm embracing it. I've lost my thoughts again. But yes, like I said, those emotions every morning, sitting with it and writing it down is one of the keys. When I begin to write down my insecurities, anything that I write down early in the morning, no matter that emotion, once I put it down in a piece of paper, that is the end of that topic. Even when it comes out later on, let me point this camera out, during the day, it doesn't have more of an effect on like when I literally just sit there and don't do nothing about it. Every time I write these emotions down and be really honest about it, the key thing to mental awareness is self-honesty. If you are not honest with yourself, you can never understand mental health. And every single human being, we all have that instinct in us. No matter how crazy we are, we still have a sense of instinct in us. Most of the time, we fail to listen to that instinct because we are wearing our bully uniform. So that's what I'm thinking of today. Yes, our bully uniform. Oh, I'm lifting up my feet too. I tell you what, I'm feeling it on my feet this morning, but I'm going to lift it. But that being said, man, that's one of the things that kind of came into my mind today. Mental health is, to me, the ability to not be ashamed. It is okay. I remember one day I was at the Dollar General. Yeah, Dollar General. And I saw this. Whew. Finance. Oh, should I say finance? I saw this beautiful mother biscuit sister. I begin to throw my slings in her, trying to talk all cute. But you could tell she wasn't interested. So I took that. I was all right, I'll take it. But this time, as she was coming out of the parking lot in this nice, beautiful Lexus, and here I am with a, you know them yellow bags? One in my hand trying to cross the road down. Oh my goodness. When she stepped on that car, dude, all she remind me of is when I used to do those things too, because you see a fine girl and you want out to know that, look, I got a good car, and you spin off and you almost hit something and you're sitting down there sweating. But this time it was on the reverse. So when she left with that car, Oh man, the way she would step on that car is like she's telling me, "Can you handle it?" And I'm just standing there looking like, "What the biscuit?" And my insecurity kind of kicked in too. Like, holy stuff. But I have a medicine for that insecurity. Because all I did, instead of walking 1 mile home, I found me a little park. And I begin to do the, yes. I even have a gangster kind of crying that I do when the emotions get tough. Just look behind you in the bushes where nobody sees you. Do your gangster crying. And once I'm done with this crying, boy, oh boy, I'm right back where I need to be. And I think that type of vulnerability, a lot of us don't want to do that. Because sometimes I've been chatting up women for a long time now, yeah, call it chatting in England. And you would think by now I should be used to their rejection, but oh no. Oh, what is that on top of me? What is that? Ah, I cannot see it, but hey. With that being said, oh no. I've been chatting a woman all these years. I'm still not used to that rejection. You just do that. Whew. So that sister, man, yeah, she was, but vulnerability and understanding your own ego. That insecurity is ego. Because at that moment, my brain was telling me, "Don't you see? Look at this fine brother here. What's wrong with you?" But the truth is, that's not what she wants. And all these little things is the beginning of self-healing. Because when you truly look at all these things, they are really funny. Our brain tricks us, our own ego, rejection, not getting our way is what causes most mental illness. And when you begin to realize this, you could heal yourself and other people. And another thing about mental illness is self-acceptance. Even though we cry so much about healing mental illness, the moment your brother is down, most people do not know how to lift him up, but to just put him down. And I can say that because the last 6 years, I'm where I need to be mentally, spiritually, physically. Yes. But materialistically, I just don't give a biscuit. And the backlash that I've had, the disrespect, I had to take a look at myself and truly understand that, wow, once upon a time, I was like that. And I was like that because I do not understand. So what this thing led to for me is compassion. It made me not give a biscuit about money anymore, because we are so delusional minded. We think wealth, material wealth, means wisdom. This thing called wisdom cannot be bought. It takes years of practice to actually get it. And it's the reason why we have so many mental issues. Many of us do not know how to treat people accordingly. Compassion. Never, ever judge anybody. If you can see a man on the street and hug him and say hello, then you could see a president of a country and hug him and do the same thing. You are beginning to heal your own mental illness. But if all you did is say hello to the homeless guy and see the president, you have not yet to reach that higher consciousness. And that is just fact. It took me years to learn how to do that. So the beginning of mental illness, a lot of mental illness that we have is coming from self-sabotation. If you cannot respect other people, that's your beginning of mental illness. Because when you do not respect other people, you don't respect self. Yes. Self-love is what it's all about. Let me keep going. When you find peace and love, as you can see, I'm just rolling right here. That way I can see what I'm doing and speaking. But truly and truly, your mental health journey begins when you begin to put your foot in front of one another. It is beautiful, wonderful to listen or speak to a therapist. That is just one-sided of the journey. The real journey is when you begin to accept certain things. And that is, you are the creator. One love, one love. May you find peace. And of course, my healthy brother who has my t-shirt. As you can see, I'm just dancing right here on this trail. It's just that movement, just dancing on that trail. And as I just do this slow movement, I could feel it on my spine. I could feel my nose. Because what I'm actually doing is just shaking the spine. Been doing push-up and yoga. But yes, to my healthy brotherhood, may you find peace, love. Woo, let me show this thing one more time. This is the fun about running. The ability to start when I want to and keep going. Yes, I am on this beautiful trail. Gratitude, gratitude, healthy brotherhood, one love and peace.